everybody, this is Sam. I am the original creator of the Samoa or Carmel de Lites Girl Scout cookie, made by Mommy. Made a tutorial for me because I didn't think that it was possible for me to do this. So we're going to try this out, see how it works, and hopefully it does, because I've been asked by a few people to see if I could show you how to make the cookie on the Loom. The biggest difference between my cookie and the one that Made by Mommy does is that my cookie is not double-sided. To show you, this is the bottom and this is the top. So here we go. To start, you are going to need two colors. You're going to need a color to represent the caramel and coconut, and then you're going to need a color to represent your chocolate. In my case, I'm using gold and dark brown. To start, you're going to start at the end with your arrows, with your red arrow, and however you want to start your looming is up to you. I'm going to work at it from the side, but I mean, if you want to work this way, or if you want to work this way, however works for you, whatever is comfortable. But we're going to start at this end. To start, you're going to take just a single band of your dark color. And actually, with our dark color, every time we put it on, it's only going to be a single band. Every time we use our caramel color or your light color, it's going to be a double band. So then you're going to take your light color and you're going to put it there. And then we're going to take it again. We're going to put it on this side. Then you're going to take your dark color, your chocolate, and we're going to put it here and here. You're just going to leave them there for right now. And you can place your bands on it however you're comfortable. Sometimes I do one side first and then the other. Sometimes I work both sides at the same time, which is how we're going to do this. Oops. Put that there. And basically you're going to have a chocolate piece in between everything. And we're going to go down each side of the loom 3 times. It's a really, really easy design. And I apologize if I put my hands in the way and make it hard for you guys to see. Trying my best to not do that. Put your dark piece on. Okay, and then on your last one, we're going to take it and we're going to turn it into the center. And on this last one, we are not going to place the chocolate band in between the two. Instead, you're going to take your dark chocolate color, and that is going to actually be your capping band. So you're just going to put it around there twice. I usually just twist it around twice, but if you have to, if that's hard for you, just take it, make an 8, loop it on top of itself, and then just put that over your peg. Now before we start looping, we are going to take all of these chocolate bands, with the exception of this one and this one that we put on here on the end, and we're going to twist it and we're going to flip it over the top. Just like that. So we're going to take it, we're going to twist it, we're going to flip it over the top. Now when we're doing this, we want to make sure, because sometimes when you're placing your bands, this chocolate piece might end up between these two, or somehow just end up funky. I've had it happen a couple of times, so when you're doing it, you just want to make sure that it is between those two sets. Come over here to this side. Okay, so the X that appears when you're doing this, because if you notice it kind of has an X right there, it doesn't have to be on the outside. And actually I'm gonna reposition this one so it's, there you go, because it was kind of more on top than it was underneath, so we just repositioned that one. But like I said, you notice I did not touch this band. This one is going to stay there, and we didn't do anything with this band because that's just our capping band. Okay, from here you are ready to loop. Now you loop how you're comfortable. You can basically, as long as we all end up here, we're good. So you can do one side and then the other, or you can do both at the same time, however it works for you. In this though, we are only doing the caramel bands. We are not going to loop the chocolate bands. So you want to go underneath your capping band, grab your top two, bring them, oops, sorry, I'm going to bring them up and over. Actually, I missed one, so we're going to go back in there and do this again. Pull back your capping band, grab your top two. Now, my gold bands, which I'm sorry, I'm making that so you can't see, my gold bands are extremely slippery, so I make sure that I hold that capping band down with my thumb. I've had that pop off a couple of times. We're going to reach underneath. We're going to get the bottom two for this side. And then we're going to go underneath everything. And we're going to grab our bottom two bands here. Same thing here. Go underneath, grab your bottom two. Again, I'm sorry if I take this off screen. You don't realize how hard it is to show somebody how to do something until you actually are trying to show people how to do stuff. Alright, take the last one, we're going to put it there. We're going to swap it around. We're going to do this side. I'm going to go underneath everything. I'm going to hold this down. I'm sorry if this goes out of focus or this gets hard to see. Oop. Last one. Okay. So, hopefully I didn't make that too difficult for you guys to see how to do that. So this is what it's going to look like. And then what we're going to do, this one here, you're just going to stick your hook down in the middle of everything, and you want to make sure you get under all these bands. So, because then you're going to grab this. Oops. We're going to grab that. We're going to pull it up on the inside. Bring it up, over, pull it through. Make your slip knot. Careful though, depending on your bands, some bands are more sensitive than others, and these can snap. I've had it happen a couple of times. And then basically you're ready to take your cookie off. I use the back of my hook. Just tends to make sure that things don't snap. Snapping bands when you're finishing is never fun. And then pretty much you're just going to stretch it out. And that is our Samoa cookie. This piece, depending on what you're doing, you can just take it and go underneath your cookie and loop it through to add another, layer of chocolate over the top, which is what I did with a lot of them in the beginning when I was making them just for me. But right now I'm making these for the girls in my daughter's troop, and so I've been leaving them out so that way they, if they want to use them as charms or whatever they want to use them for, they have the option to play with them. But yep, so that is the cookie. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully this was easy for you guys, and hopefully I might be able to do another tutorial here in the future. Alright, thanks.